Welcome to GESC Thailand. We are in Game 3 of the Southeast Asian Qualifier Grand Finals between Fnatic and TNC. The series is tied up 1-1 as Fnatic take a spectacular game versus TNC in Game 1, but TNC bring themselves back in full force in Game 2. So now it's reset, reloaded, and now we're going to find out who will be taking Game 3. Now, we did see a couple of things from these two games. We see that Fnatic, in the previous game, they put Abed on a Viper. It didn't work out too much effect. Unfortunately, Eternal Envy, he was aimed at a couple of critical moments, which slowed down his farm quite considerably. And unfortunately, if you're running a Viper Abed and a lineup that doesn't have too many disposable disables against a Raven Lycan, you're not really going to be able to achieve too much. So maybe it was too much pressure onto Envy's shoulders to carry his team through. Maybe it was Abed not being able to do too much because he was on a Viper. There are a lot of things to talk about. Whereas for Game 1 for TNC, they tried to play fast, but Fnatic were very good with avoiding the fights, and they drafted a lineup that was good at coming back. So maybe Fnatic, they go back to something similar to Game 1. Easy to execute draft, similar heroes, lots of disables, lots of late game transition. I really liked how they played in Game 1, so if they can play similar, I would be very, very happy with that. But we'll see. So our bans for today, it's going to be Beastmaster, Tusk, Death Prophet, Gyrocopter, Leshrac, and Nyx Assassin. Quite surprised that Leshrac got banned out, but to each their own. Both of these teams played Leshrac. It was support Leshrac. The first one was Pylai Dai. And then the second one was, it was Cuckoo, I believe, playing Leshrac. I could be wrong. I think it was Cuckoo. Tim's played the... wow, I actually already forgot what Tim's played. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We're in the third game. And we're going to see Sand King picked up by Fnatic. It was banned out last game, but for them, they're going to be able to get DJ his Sand King this time. I will say last game as well, DJ... he missed a lot of hook shots with his clockwork. I'm not too sure if it's maybe because he's a bit rusty with the hero, or maybe something happened with his mouse or the situation. It's kind of surprised with DJ's clockwork. I didn't think he was going to miss that many hook shots, but sometimes it happens. Fnatic going back for their classic combo Sand King Warlock. We have seen them play a lot of Warlock and also a lot of Sand King. TNC, they know this. They know how DJ and Pylai like to play their supports. They're probably going to expect another dual lane mid with Pylai plus Abed. So maybe they'll anticipate this and pick something up that's going to be able to contest this dual lane, and Dark Willow is one of those responses. Very, very aggressive support. Can harass out a Warlock. Very, very hard hitting, and her last hit animation is fast. Compared to a lot of other supports. It's very fast. Out of all the supports in the game, I believe she's got some of the best attack speed, and especially when she skills up the plus 200 something attack speed, it becomes something ridiculous. But Dark Willow has been banned out last game, I believe. She is a crazy support. From what I've witnessed seeing teams play Maresca, Dark Willow, sorry, she is a menace. She has 2 disables. She has a disengage in the fear. She can do a lot of nuke damage between her ultimate and her sub-spell. Excuse me, I don't remember all of Dark Willow's spells. I just remember Brambles and I think it was Curse Crown. I forgot what the other one is called because I never ever say it. It just looks like a last hit. But Dark Willow as a support, she's going to prove quite an issue, especially if Fnatic decide to pick up melee cores. Melee cores are quite susceptible to Dark Willow because firstly, they want to be in the thick of things, they want to fight people, they're normally in the middle of the fray, whereas if you have a Dark Willow, you throw the brambles down, suddenly melee cores have to juke around the brambles, and then you have to worry about a Cursed Crown. If your team groups up and you're hit with the Cursed Crown, you can get multi-hero Cursed Crowns, and you have the fear. You are going to group up when you attack and you're melee. That fear is something that you do not want to experience in your life. And heck, you try and kill a Dark Willow, she phases out and then she starts nuking you. Like, what are you going to do if you're melee? Yeah, you gotta run, but then you can't run. Dark Willow is fast. She's got really small wings, and I don't know how, but she just flies faster than anything I've ever seen in my life. She's just a nightmare. I want to say she's more cancerous than Pangolia, but then again, if you see Ice Pangolia, that's a different definition of cancer. There's no chemo for that kind of cancer, folks. So if you play against Ice Pangolia, Good luck. You're gonna need it. Anyways, back to the draft. OD and Underlord banned out by TNC. Fnatic banning out the Eraser and the Lycan. Now, there is no OD in the pool. This could be an indicator for Fnatic to pick up the Terrorblade again if they want to. But, now here's the big but. They might be hesitant because of what happened last game. They say, oh, they're letting Terrorblade through. Let's pick it. It's like, wait a minute. They tricked us last game. Do we pick it again? So we'll see. It looks like it's going to be Arbed DK. I do like Arbed on the DK. You're able to achieve much more. Can also turn into a good scaling semi-carry. So much more confident with this DK pickup for Fnatic. Maybe they go back for the CK again for EE. Because they already have a lineup that's got some good disables. Dragon Tail, Burrow Strike, Chaotic Offering. They could be going something similar to last game. We'll have to see what this fourth pick is going to be. TNC, they're picking up the Dark Willow Rubik combination. Very interesting that we're going to be seeing a Rubik this game. It's for TNC. Lots of spells he could steal. He could steal Chaotic Offering. He can steal Burrow Strike, which is one of the bigger spells that you want to steal as a Rubik. He can even steal Dragon Tail. And Dragon Tail's stun duration is very long. If anything, if you're a Rubik, stealing DK spells will be quite valuable. Both the Breathe Fire and the Dragon Tail are awesome spells. You get Breathe Fire, you breathe fire on top of the enemy carry. They lose 30 to 40% of their damage. If you get the Dragon Tail, oh, I lift someone, pull them to me, go for the Dragon Tail. It's going to be another 3-second force against stun. It's some crazy stuff you're going to be able to pull off this game with the Rubik. And they go back for the Universe Darkseer. Darkseer Sand is a very strong duo. Ion Shell onto Sand King. They can get some easy ganks off with this, especially in the offlane. TNC, if they want to respond to this, one of the things they can go for here is the Juggernaut. He will not be on the receiving end of a lot of harassment from the Darkseer and the Sand King. He can just spin out of everything. When it comes to the team fights, he can go for Omni Slashes as well, so he will be able to avoid the majority of the damage. Heroes are not too tanky, and they do go for the Jug. So TNC grabbing up the Juggernaut, gonna make that lane a lot easier. So Fnatic, after seeing this Jug pick up, they're still looking for an offlane on TNC. Fnatic, they're still looking for a safe lane carry. They still could go for the Terrorblade here, but TNC, they could ban it. They could ban the Terrorblade.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, let's see what this ban is going to be. I'm trying to think, what would you really go for if you're Fnatic? Okay, if you want to go for standard EE heroes, you go for Terrorblade still in the pool for EE. CK is still available in the pool for EE. He could go for Luna as well if he really wanted to. This game, I don't know if you want to play Luna because you don't want to lose an Eclipse to Rubik. What other EE heroes are we looking for? I guess Drow? Do you want to play Drow in this game versus Tiny Dark Willow Jug? Trying to think what other heroes does he play. Unless they play something a little bit faster, play the Lifestealer up against TNC. There is nothing outside of Omni Slash that's going to be a hindrance to Lifestealer. It looks like TNC think it's a... Okay, so no Lifestealer. They pick up the Batrider. No Lifestealer for Fnatic. What is Fnatic going to pick up right now? The Batrider on TNC rounds out the draft quite nicely. So this is going to be a mid-tiny off-lane Bat, safe-lane Jug with the support of the Dark Willow Rubik. Would not be surprised if they send the Rubik or Dark Willow mid with the Tiny. Fnatic though, looking at this lineup, what do they pick up for EE? Does he play something out of the ordinary? Something that he doesn't normally play? 14 seconds left on the clock. Even I don't know what EE is going to play. Unless they put EE on the DK. Unless they put EE on the DK and they put Arbed on something else. Whew. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen PL with EE. Now this is going to be interesting. PL in this game, he can possibly struggle, but as the game goes later and later, the only one that is going to be a nuisance to Eternal Envy's illusions will be Raven. Raven rocking the very sexy Juggernaut Arcana. I love seeing this Arcana. But this PL's not too bad. Rubik can't really do anything about the PL. If he can get a Burrow Strike, that's his solution to the PL. Burrow Strike all the illusions to find the real PL. Dark Willow, she's going to hate PL illusions. Her nuke is going to be absorbed by all of the PL illusions, that she's not going to be as effective. She can still kill him. I'm not saying that this PL is going to be invincible versus a Dark Willow. It's just most circumstances will not allow Tims to kill him. Who do I favor though? Still think I'm favoring TNC. Fnatic's draft is okay. I'm not against Fnatic's draft, but I'm just getting a better feeling with TNC. They've just got all this lockdown to work with in the world. They've got Armel on the Tiny, gonna walk around, be the tempo controller, Avatos combo. Then you also have Sam H on the Bat Rider, who there's a lot of heroes you can lasso. A lot of heroes. You can lasso Pilot Eye, prevent the chaotic offerings in the fights, lasso DJ, no burrow strikes, can also steal the burrow strike from by Cuckoo. Definitely rooting here for TNC. I do prefer their draft quite a bit. And looks like they played a lot of Dark Willow. I mean, 6? That's a lot of Dark Willow. He has been practicing, you can tell. Oh boy, look how shiny that is. Some good stuff. Alright guys, let's introduce the teams really quickly. Heidi. My cat is being loud. Sorry guys. Try and keep him down. Let's start with Fnatic on the Radiant side. He keeps talking. Teddy! Stop it, Teddy. Be a good boy. He's not going to be a good boy. Let's start with Fnatic on the Radiant side. We have Universe on the Darkseer. We have DJ on the Sand King middle lane. We have Abed on the DK. Finally, Eternal Envy on the Phantom Lancer. And Pilot Eye on his trusty Warlock. On the side of TNC, we have Sam H on the Bat Rider. Looks like we do have Tims in trouble. Taking lots of damage as well. Has not skilled anything. Oh, the high ground. Preventing EE from going for the other Spirit Lance. We have Tims on the Dark Willow. We have Armel on the Tiny. Raven on the Juggernaut. And finally Cuckoo on the Rubik. This should not be a contest by DJ Universe. They could try. They have Ion Shell. Are they going to go steal the rune? The rune gets taken by Raven. But then now it's going to be 2 Ion Shells. Is there a lift available? They've already used the lift, so is Raven dead? He's dead! Huh. He got the rune, but... Oh. That was unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay. First blood for TNC. That should not have happened, but... I guess I was just being a little bit too greedy here if they're Raven. Maybe it would have been a better decision to concede this lane. But anyways, this nightmare of a lane is going to have to be dealt with by Raven. He will probably have to put points into Healing Ward just so that he can sustain himself. I'm not sure if he's going to put more than 1 point. We will find out later on. So Pilot Eye going to be harassed by Tims and Sam H in this off lane. This is an equally cancerous off lane. Equally cancerous. EE is going to take a lot of damage in this lane. He's got 2 mangoes, but he's going up against a Bat Rider. He really needs that stick. Looks like Armel. Gonna try and play around with Arbed a little bit. Armel, in terms of CSing, should do quite a bit better than the DK. It's like Raven trying to keep the creep here. He wants the creep wave. Not so close to base. So Cuckoo gonna have to lift DJ onto the high ground, prevents him from going up to harass Cuckoo. They will be able to pull most of these creeps away as well, so DJ, he will get 1 creep, but Raven is gonna try and pull this back into lane as Universe is gonna completely clear this creep wave. And Raven just gonna tank everything up. Luckily for Raven, he does have the Stout Shield, so a lot of this damage is going to be negated. I have to camp this under the tower. Trying to clear this ASAP so the creeps don't stop here, but looks like they're going to stop under the tower. And Cuckoo being chased down by DJ. Going to hit the burrow strike. He has no lift. Straight to a TP. Going to TP straight to this tower as well. So not back to base. This harassment from DJ and Universe. It's annoying, but Raven still getting his farm. Still leading the CS. EE with 5 stacks of sticky napalm. Not going to enjoy this. He's being healed by Pilot Eye, but it's only a matter of time until Pi runs out of mana.
haste.
Looks like DJ gonna hit that haste rune. This is a really nice rune to have as well, especially if it's a Sand King Darkseer. Ion Shell onto DJ. And Cuckoo, not gonna be able to do anything about this. He can lift him away. He's gonna put under the tower. But unfortunately, both of them get out safely. They're both very, very fast. So maybe for Cuckoo, if he may put him over here instead and then try to run, may have been able to get out, maybe, but unless they were hoping that they would pull them into Raven and then they'll try and gank Raven. Who knows? It's more or less just a decision here from Cuckoo. Didn't pay off, unfortunately. He's CSing not too well versus the Batrider. They're more or less equal. So this bottom lane is more or less tied up. Although you would prefer the PL to be farming better than this. But Sam H's Batrider is just a pain in the backside. He's got 1 charges, so he will be healing. But Sam H is just stopping him from CSing. He's got 2 points into the sticky napalm. So we're going to try and jump into Raven again. There's the Burrow Strike. Cuckoo is far away, but the healing ward will be there. Teddy, enough? Oh my gosh, guys. We'll have to just try and go over this. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to go put him in a different room. I'll be back. Just give me a second.
Double damage.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. Just had to put him in a different room, otherwise he was going to meow his head off. Back into the game. So we have CS, we have... Oh, it looks like the Darkseer is leading. So Universe is leading alongside Arbed. So this is some great news for Fnatic, although maybe not so great now. The Arbed's right under the tower, has the double damage rune on him, but after copying that much tower damage, he's not going to be too happy about it. Although with 2 points into Dragon's Blood, he will heal a lot of the damage back. Also has his Tangos and a Soul Ring, so lots of passive HP regen. 22 HP regen for this DK. It's a lot of HP regen. Universe and DJ farming away in the jungle. This bottom lane still proving to be a problem for Fnatic. They can deal with this eventually, but just because the Dark Willow is here, it makes things hard. They'll have to send in DJ with an Ion Shell to possibly deal with this, because the Dark Willow will be quite difficult to kill if it's just Pieliedie, because she just gets into the Shadow Realm and they can't target her, but at least the Burrow Strike will land and the Ion Shell will be able to latch onto her as well. He's gonna try and catch Arbed again. Abbott toss. Wrong toss. Wrong toss. They can still possibly try to catch Arbed, but with Pieliedie here, no chance of them being able to catch out the DK, and he is still passively healing. So this gank attempt from TNC not going to provide any sort of benefit to the team. Sam H is starting to run out of mana. Still has a Mango. EE still with two 1 charges. And looks like Raven's in trouble. Goes for spin. He is slowly healing. The ward will expire, unfortunately, and then Universe going to be hit with the Cursed Crown. We'll leave him alone. Burrow Strike. Try and Burrow Strike onto this Dark Willow. She's still losing HP, but she pops a wand. It's going to be okay. And then suddenly the Brambles onto DJ. He regrets his decision. It's going to be taken down. And this was the thing. You're running a melee hero. The Brambles already proving to be a problem. Oh, look at this. Oh.
At least we're not stuck in cords.
Ouch. That's what happens when your TP's on cooldown.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of heroes in this top lane. Universe, Pi, and DJ's here. And Raven not feeling too confident. The Hellbear Smasher is still here, and they see the wraparound from DJ. They see him coming. He wants to try and go for a pull with the creeps. Cuckoo gonna try and do some damage to the Hellbear Smasher. But this top lane, they're going to have to try and hold the fort down. Middle lane's not looking too bad here for Armel. He is still farming, but they're more or less equal with Abed, which is some bad news for TNC. Bottom lane in the meantime, it's okay for Sam H. He's doing really, really good. 22 with 12 denies. Yeah, Eternal Envy's farming in the jungle, but this Batrider should be able to get a decent Blink Dagger timing. Let's see a gank coming in from Fnatic. DJ coming in from the back. Have they spotted him though? They do see him now. So Cuckoo just gonna get a couple of right clicks in. Looks like there is an upheaval onto Armel. They're gonna try and catch out onto Cuckoo. The Brambles will latch on onto Abed. He will juke out of this. It's gonna be no kill onto the Rubik. But this mid push from Abed is gonna chip away through the tower. Looks like Eternal Envy died. Sorry about that, guys. We missed that one. Lasso used, no blink, Curse Crown onto the DK. There's little mana left onto Abed. They're gonna abandon the middle lane. Head back into the bottom. Sam H, he has his rune. He's gonna eat that up. Oh, poor Raven. Really struggling in this lane. He has his healing ward. May even have to start microing it into the tree line so it doesn't get killed off. Could have a wraparound as well onto Armel. A warding mission for Pilot Eye first. Very, very poor. No boots, no nothing. Roaming around with a TP scroll in his stash. TNC. I gotta say, this game, TNC, definitely looking a little more muddled up than they normally would be. Fnatic looking pretty much the same like usual. And oh, cancelled Abed's TP for that one. Top lane. Tried to go onto Raven. Not going to get him. Has that first point into Omni Slash as well. This could be bad for Fnatic. They don't know if he has the Omni Slash yet because he hasn't shown it. He may use it in the next possible gank. So the next lasso gank, that could be it. As Eternal Envy gonna get ganked yet again. They're still trying to chase him down, but he will be able to walk on out of there with the doppelganger. And now DJ wants to chase him down. Is there still mana left? There is still mana left on Sam H. He's still got the mango hate that he hasn't eaten at all. EE. Playing quite confidently. They did have Pilot Eye in the backside. Maybe hoping that they try and re-engage. But TNC playing it safe. And it looks like DK gets ganked in the middle lane. This was an Omni Slash gank. Oh, it wasn't. They didn't even need to. They just span on top of him. It's 10 minutes in. Let's take a look at the net worth for both squads. As we have Universe leading with 5.2k gold on the Darkseer, followed by Abed, and finally Armel. Oh, EE getting jumped on by Sam H again. Brambles does get thrown down. They're going to keep throwing all of these sticky napalms onto EE, but he's trying to chase down this darn Batrider. He's just being such a pain in the backside. This haste is making him too difficult. He does get taken down by Cuckoo and Abed. Going to try and chase this down, but the pushback, it will push them back. Cuckoo's still trying to run away. Probably going to get picked off. Maybe just... Yeah, I think he couldn't do anything to begin with. Was he trying to TP? I think he was trying to find a spot to TP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta say, Universe doing a really good job at farming. Going for a Pipe of Insight as his first item of choice. Very understandable. Will make him very tanky. Lots of HP regeneration as well. Make the Batrider not so useful with his Firefly Napalm combination. And also will protect them from the Dark Willow's magical damage as well. Especially when she starts getting the Beldam. The Beldam does quite a bit, especially if it's a single target. So this Pipe will be very useful for the team. But we will see that a bit later. Looks like they want to try and gank with Armel. Getting very close to his Blink Dagger. 1.7k gold. 1.7.
I'll take your
And they could possibly find Darkseer with this. They just need vision of him. And then they're going to toss Tim's. They just need the vision of him. He's on the high ground. He's on the high ground. They don't know where he is. Now they do. There's the avalanche. There's the toss as well. Tim's going to go with the Curse Crown. DJ is here. The Bramble Maze gets thrown down as well. He pops up the pipe. There's still no Beldam available. Getting very close. Vacuum down. Tim's on the low ground. They're going to fully commit. Cuckoo with the Breathe Fire. Killing off Universe. The fear gets thrown down. They can't do anything. There's no chaotic offering. It's also sending our bed back. And TNC going to be happy with that kill onto Universe, and they lose absolutely no one for that as well. DJ though could be looking to grab another one, but Cuckoo is going to scuttle away into that middle lane. Oh, we could still find Abed. Avalanche, lift, slow lift. He's got a breathe fire available. It's going to land onto both of them, so most of the damage is going to be mitigated. Tossed back onto the Beldam from Tims. They're trying to work Abed down. They're bringing Universe in as well. Armel's down to less than half HP. Universe wants to kill him off. There is a lift. Still going to keep chasing. The Avalanche will stop Universe in his tracks. DJ still looking. They find the Rubik, and Cuckoo will go down instead. PL, in the meantime, died in the bottom lane thanks to Raven. Still not with the Omni Slash, so I don't know what's going on down there. This time the net worth looking a bit differently compared to the usual things that we see. Very reminiscent of game 1, as most of the farm on the side of Fnatic going to the Darkseer and DK. Eternal Envy really struggling on this PL so far. He has been killed 3 times. His net worth under the Bat Rider, just over the supports as well. So this PL is going to need a little bit of extra time to farm. Armel looks like he's found out by Fnatic, pulled back by Universe. They use the chaotic offering as well. They want to get the kill. They're trying to get it, but they get a vacuum back by Cuckoo. It was stolen from the previous fight. Universe trying to find an angle, cannot find this Tiny. Sam H will go into the high ground, just going to survive. DJ dies as Tiny throws his own brethren onto the Sand King. And that's going to be a successful disengage by TNC, almost losing their own Tiny. But instead they get revenge and kill off that Sand King. Looks like the gold is now starting to distribute a little more evenly around Fnatic, as Juggernaut is slowly catching up. I wonder if this is going to be the Battle Fury Juggernaut. It looks like it might be. He is going to keep that item locked up in his stash, in his buyout, to see if he can get it. If he can get this, he is going to outfarm the DK as well as the PL by a mile. Juggernaut is one of those heroes that's a farming machine. Will also benefit when clearing out Eternal Envy illusions. Eternal Envy is so scared of this Jug. So scared. He just hits him once and then he backs up. EE is just this. You could say EE in this PL, he's in a very fragile state. And it's going to remain like this until his team can do something about it. Curse Crown will stun Arbed as they try and take down this bottom T1 tower. It will go down, but without the glyph. So it won't go down without the glyph. It's going to be taken down with the DK's Poison Breath. Counter glyph by Fnatic, but both towers going to go down off lanes, losing their tier 1s. And they're going to keep going as they found this poor Rubik. Cuckoo going to be taken down in a jiffy. Curse Crown latches on to Arbed. They're not going to follow through with anything. They go for Curse Crown onto... Sorry, the Bramble Maze onto Arbed. Curse Crown onto Universe. Still pushing this top lane. There's a secondary glyph there from Fnatic. Now, does he stay? He's going to stay. He's going to spin right on top of Envy. And then he TPs out. Going to force the TPs from Fnatic. And this top lane... Sorry, this bottom lane also going to be preserved by TNC. More or less the same amount of damage from both squads. Let's take a look at some of the items picked up by both these teams as well. We have having another Hooded Defiance. Lots of magic resistance on the side of Fnatic, but most of the damage that they're gonna be mitigating isn't really magic damage. Unless it's just to protect themselves from the Tiny combo. I mean, the Tiny combo is all magical damage, so it'll protect them from that. It's just later on, this will not help them versus the Jug. There's a smoke there from Fnatic. They have found this Dark Willow. Very nice play coming out from Dark Willow. They will keep chasing their Pilot A. Can't do anything about it. No range, no vision, no chaotic offering. And Fnatic yet again going to group up and stay together as they farm Arbed. Envy still fighting on the PL. His net worth is creeping back up. He's now ahead of the Batrider. That's going to be a while before he's able to contribute to his team. He's got the Diffusal Blade available, but he's still relatively squishy. So he will be able to help his team at least by throwing out a couple of those Lancers, burning a bit of mana. But Eternal Envy still going to have to finish up this farm to tank up and be a lot more survivable. He does have the armor to fall back to, so as long as there's no magical damage, he will be able to at least take a bit of damage from the team.
What surge is this?
Except we're going to have a smoke from TNC. They could find Universe.
Radiant are scanning.
They could find Universe. Pilot Eye just fainting. The Chaotic Offering.
I'll take your tribute.
Although he could be the first one to go down. He's the one on the low ground. He'll be the first one exposed on his team. And if he dies, no Chaotic Offering. Dire is scanning. Still looking. Who are they going to find though? It might be Pilot Eye. They need some sort of vision. They blink forward. They find Abed. Chaotic Offering. No, they don't throw it. They cancel it halfway through. The sun from the DK will land onto Sam H. He's going to run away and TP the rest of his team being chased down by Abed. With his Shadow Blade as well, Curse Crown will connect. DJ gets a stun off. And everyone on TNC trying to run away. The Chaotic Offering does finally land. It's onto two heroes as well. Both of the supports. Cuckoo and possibly Tims as well if they can chase him down the surge. There's no blink on the Sand King, but he's got a long range stun available. Brambles going to be thrown down. Oh, not going to connect. They all run into the brambles, and I don't know if they'll be able to find Tims. He's going to keep on trying to juke this out, but DJ is thirsty, and he gets it. He's a bloodthirsty scorpion. Oop, let's show the fight recap. 3 heroes dead on the side of TNC. Whereas for Fnatic, they lose absolutely no one in the process. Very smart play for Pilot Eye to not go straight for the Chaotic Offering onto the DK. He realized that they were not going to lose our bed straight away. So they said, we'll hold the stun. We won't use it. You are very, very tanky. And it was because he has this Hood of Defiance. It's 25% magic resistance. And when he pops it as well, it stops so much of the outcoming damage from TNC.
Just what I've been waiting for.
So now it's a bit scary for the Filipinos squad, as strength on the side of Fnatic is slowly building, their lineup unfortunately slowly fading, because the only hero that TNC has in terms of scalability is Raven's Juggernaut. Still trying to build up this Battle Fury. I believe he has it completed now. He does have it finished. And his team, again, going to go for another gank. They have DJ in the bottom lane. Now, they could try and punish DJ. Raven is down here. DJ does spot him out. And they get another lasso. This time, it's going to be on a much easier target. It's going to be on EE. This PL goes down. Dragon Tail onto Armel. They get the stun off the 2. It's going to be the Batrider and the Dark Willow. They're going to walk out of this scot-free and pop the pipe. Abed's still chasing after Sam H. He has a Blink Dagger available, so he can blink out of this situation instead. Oh, Burrow Strike onto the high ground. It was a strike from both sides. DJ gonna keep on chasing. Cuckoo, very, very healthy, and they've decided to give this fight up. But Armel gonna run right into the Fnatic lineup. He had a Blink Dagger. He had a blink. Oh, this is not what he wants. Unless it's supposed to be a bait, he can toss someone into his team right now. Blinking forward, Sam H is gonna go with the Firefly. He's gonna work him right down. That's gonna be Universe done and dusted. Pilot Eye melting to this Batrider on the low ground. Omni Slash onto Arbet. They have no detection. They cannot catch the DK. Sam H killing off Pi in the meantime. TJ running off onto the onto the top lane to get away from this situation, and they don't even lose Armel, the tiny, who doesn't really have the tiniest amount of HP. He is one very big fat rock. And Abed gonna run away towards this bottom T2 tower. And it looks like Sam H gonna chase after DJ now. He's gonna try and get these napalm stacks. He's gonna jump right in front of him, so he can't blink as well. DJ blinking all the way back. TPing all the way back to Fountain.
Give me a coin.
That should help.
It's 22 minutes. And TNC made a pretty good team fight just then, managing to get quite a few heroes that they've been looking for, slowing down the process of EE yet again. He is catching up though, so it's no longer him being insta-locked into an eternal pit of death. He is catching up. TNC has let up some of this pressure onto the PL. Are they attempting the Roche? Do they have minus armor? I suppose they could do it with all the illusions on this PL, but TNC, they're ready for it. The only thing they don't have is Omni Slash. 41 seconds. Chaotic Offering is available onto Pile Die. And this could be a really good and also very bad team fight. Bramble gonna be throwing Wool Latch onto the Dragon Knight. Abed just gonna sit on top of this in the backside. They do have a way of cancelling it. It's gonna be Tim's with his spear. They managed to catch out Eternal Envy with the Batrider towards the north, but the fight is down here in the bottom. They've got a huge wall down. The Rubik is the first one to drop. DJ being chased down by Raven will finally go down. The fear gets deployed onto Abed's DK. He will get hit with the Curse Crown and the Warlock Golem as well. It's a lot of buybacks on the side of TNC. They lost 3 heroes. They're buying back on the DJ as well. There's no more fear on this Dark Willow. 87 seconds cooldown. And it looks like it might just be an abandon. We'll see. Do they jump in right now or not? Raven's coming inside. He wants this Aegis. It's going to be claimed by Eternal Envy. Does he have a spin? He doesn't have anything. He got dragon-tailed. He didn't even get to go for the Omni Slash. The stun from the DK just proves too much, and TNC just crumbling left, right, and center in that Roche fight, giving everything away. Oh, what? He killed the Batrider? Where? Oh, well,
I'll take your treat.
not what you're looking for of your Sam H. And it looks like Fnatic, they managed to maintain control of the game, and they will be shifting themselves back into the pilot seat. And TNC gonna be put back into co-pilot. They're gonna have to try and do something to get control back, because right now Fnatic looking a lot better than TNC. TNC gonna have to put a lot more faith into their Juggernaut. Juggernaut he's in a position to start farming now. He can start picking up this Manta style, and that Manta style will be very useful for getting rid of any silences, anything that he might need help getting out of. But I'm just worried here for TNC because they're putting all of their eggs into this Raven basket, whereas for Fnatic, they've got the Abed basket, they have the EE basket, they even have the Universe basket. They have a lot of things to fall back to. But for TNC, it's mostly this Jug that's going to be doing all the damage. Armel to a certain degree can, but he's very limited because he's mostly there for the Avatos combo. And once that combo is done and dusted, he goes for right clicks, and outside of that, he can't really do anything. So most of the time, he needs to get these avalanches and tosses down to a T. Because if he doesn't, then his presence in these fights are not going to be as strong as they should be. Tower's going to go down as well. TNC, they're losing their outer defenses. That T2 in that top lane. They're giving more and more gold to Fnatic as well. The gold is catching up. The Juggernaut will be able to farm like no tomorrow with this Battle Fury, but if the game keeps going like this, I don't think Raven's going to be able to finish his farming. He's going to have to spend a lot of time to farm to catch up. BKB is also completed on the Dragon Knight as well. Oh boy. So many BKBs coming online here for Fnatic. TNC, their only BKB piercing disable is going to be the Lasso. Could run right into Raven as well. Raven is fast, but I don't know if he's fast enough. This courier could die as well. It's got a raindrop. It's for Cuckoo. They run right into Abed. The courier dies to Eternal Envy. He loves couriers, and he also loves Rubik's. Silence gets thrown out onto everyone. This Omni Slash is bouncing between all of the illusions. Tim's is trying to do everything he can with the Beldam, but he's just going to lose his life to Universe. No way to save himself, and even Raven dies in a matter of seconds after exiting the Omni Slash. TNC, they may have lost the game now. They missed their timing. They needed to hit it earlier, much earlier with this Juggernaut, but Fnatic, they just did such a good job at holding down the fort. Abed's DK, super tanky. Universe with the pipe, preventing TNC from doing most of the damage. You know, best way to summarize this game is, game was hard. It was really hard. Oh, nice whip from Cuckoo. Gets a steal off Armel, killing off Pilot Eye in the back. In the meantime, managed to get him. They kill off Cuckoo as well. Eternal Envy gonna be hit with the Curse Crown. Doesn't go for a double walk as well. He's gonna send his illusions forward. TNC playing very cautiously. They're still up against all of these Fnatic heroes. Only 3 of them. They could TP in the Juggernaut right here, right now. So Tim's gonna come in, try and go for a Curse Crown onto Universe. Gonna keep chasing Sam H. He's gonna go down to Eternal Envy, and here comes Raven. If they want to do something, they're gonna do something right now. BKB gets popped onto Armel. They're gonna keep chasing Curse Crown. The Bramble is getting connected onto just DJ. And the damage, the Crimson Guard, the pipe, it all just seems like it's going to be too much here. Vacuum, wall, Burrow Strike, everything in to TNC's face. EE dying to towers, almost dying, 90 HP, pretending he's not real. He had the Aegis anyway. This is going to be game 3 going in the way of Fnatic pretty much. TNC, no way to recover, no buybacks. Raven just could not hit his timing. They really needed Armel to hit harder. They needed Armel to do a lot more than he was able to. Fnatic gonna play it nice and safe now. Head back to base, get their next set of items, and then reset, reload, go for the next set of pushes. Lots of items on the side of Fnatic. BKB, Shadow Blade, Hood of Defiance, 4-Staff Blink, Aghanim Scepter is going to be coming up soon onto DJ as well. Crimson Guard Pipe on Universe. Envy has his, I want to say his basic items. He loves the Sanjin Yasha, but pairing it up with the Diffusal Blade as well, making him reasonably tanky. You compare this inventory to TNC's inventory. TNC's inventory not looking as attractive, but they're looking for kills instead. They're going to reveal Cuckoo, but everyone on Fnatic, they're sitting behind him as well. They want to go right onto Eternal Envy, but the chaotic offering, the Burrow Strikes onto everyone, and they're all going to go down. TNC, they got outbaited. Outbaited. And Raven, the only main carry on his team, hit with the Diffusal Blade Purge. And it's a GG. TNC, they did go for the last hurrah, but the Vacuum, Wall, Burrow Strike combo is too good. Just too freaking good. That's going to be it. Game 3 is going to go in favor of Fnatic. So the score is now 2-1. Fnatic only needs to win 1 more game to secure this series, whereas for TNC, they need to win 2 in a row. A lot of pressure, but we'll see what they can do. See you guys in just a sec.